gentlelady from Wyoming a moment ago said that there were clear differences between the way the Hunter Biden trial was conducted and the legitimacy of that trial and the illegitimacy of the Donald Trump trial in New York. Maybe she'd enlighten us as to the difference?
I'd be happy to, but I do not understand why that would be at all relevant to the
Because you brought
discussion
it up.
that we're having today. But I'm happy to have that debate
Please.
with you any day of the week.
Please.
But I just don't think that that's relevant to what we're discussing.
Well, you brought it up, so
I mean,
why
we
don't
can,
you
we
explain
can
it?
start with.
You
the
said it was
judge, the
absurd.
judge
Wait, hold
that-
on, Ms.
All right,
Hageman.
we can start with the judge that was handpicked rather than randomly chosen, which is typical in most of your court cases. You can talk about the fact that you talked about unanimity of verdict. We don't even know what the verdict was at this point in terms of what he was allegedly convicted of unanimously. We can talk about the fact that almost every single ruling that was made by Judge Merchan in New York was against the defense, despite the fact that when you're dealing with a criminal case, there's either typically much more of a balance, or in fact to ensure that the prosecution actually meets its burden of proving beyond a reasonable doubt, most of the rulings would be in favor of the criminal defendant, not in favor of the prosecution. It's in the fact that the expert witness, who is the former head of the Federal Election Commission, was excluded from testifying as an expert witness in the case in New York, despite the fact that he has been qualified as an expert witness to testify on these matters throughout the entire United States. It is the fact that there were other witnesses that were excluded. There was substantial evidence, prejudicial evidence, that was admitted during the course of the trial. And then when you look at what happened with Hunter Biden, the prosecution was very precise, very specific about the nature of the statute that was at issue and how he violated it. And then they brought in the evidence from the family members, the ex-wife, the girlfriend, the Beau's widow, the young girlfriend, all of the testimony, him reading the book, all of the testimony. The evidence was overwhelming that Hunter Biden had violated the specific statute at issue. So there's dramatic differences in terms of how the New York case was handled versus how the case against Hunter Biden was handled. If you'd like to spend another 3 or 4 hours, we can go outside and I can give you additional evidence to that effect.